Greetings, I'm Falconer Grey, and welcome to what should hopefully be the final video in our Mechwarrior 3 Pirates Moon Mercenary campaign. It's been a difficult run to get us to this point. We've faced many different challenges, some of them coming from the game itself by design, some of them being self-inflicted due to poor strategy and bad choices on my part, but some of the challenges are things that we just wouldn't have been able to predict or prepare for. But that's all part of the fun. We're at mission 9 of this 10 mission campaign. Let's get straight into it.
The lull before the storm's full fury. That's what the pirate retreat seems like now. Arrival of the Lyran attack force is imminent, though fortunately the assault team will not be so large as it might have been. Many of the Lyran forces have declared neutrality, and some actually plan to help us meet the new threat. The plan is a simple one. We defend the Federated Suns and Rim Collective germanium stores, and hope we can put the enemy down before the pirates mount a new offensive. Susie Ryan is still out there, and has massed her followers for one last try against Madre. If not for the betrayal, we could meet them away from the crater. But whoever controls the germanium stores holds the power here. The Lyran threat must be dealt with first.
If we've learnt anything over this campaign, it's that we're in for a challenge. Pirates Moon is known for its difficulty, and we can see exactly why. It doesn't hold back any punches, so this should be a tough one. I have to say a quick note on the story, however. Unfortunately, it hasn't really caught my attention. The main campaign of Mechwarrior 3 is a fantastic campaign. Great story, great setting, perfect execution, and it's actually one of my favourite examples of the Battletech universe in a video game. So I was hoping for more of that when playing Pirates Moon. Unfortunately, that hasn't been the case, but that's alright because it just means we'll have to pay more attention to the gameplay and the fighting itself. Preparing for what should be a big finale, we've stuck with the Mechwarrior, or the Warhawk as it is known by its clan creators. Those PPCs have been working well, plenty of heatsinks to keep things cool, an AMS and targeting computer to assist as well. And of course, as I've said before, there is some nostalgia involved, as this is a mech of mine that's been a favourite for over 20 years. We've kept Epona in her awesome, very much the same story as what I just mentioned with the Warhawk. Working well with the PPC, so we'll keep that in place. Not going to change a good thing. Now, in our last mission, there was some uncertainty around what happened to our Atlas. It seemed as if we had lost it. Then for a moment it looked like we hadn't. We actually did lose the Atlas, which is unfortunate, but them's the breaks. What do you do? So, our second awesome will be a close quarters build. 4 heavy lasers, 2 ultra AC-20s. This thing should be devastating up close. Looking forward to seeing what it can do. And we have a third awesome to round out this lance. The dialogue at the end of the last mission suggested that Dominic Payne would be joining us in another Atlas. That wasn't the case. Instead, we have another awesome. I've gone for something of a mixed build here. 4 ER large lasers, 4 SRM6. Keep things simple, but allowing us to do damage at all ranges. Let's see how this all works out. I'm expecting some heavy resistance. That's of course the way that it should be, so let's go.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Damocles 1 to all units. Prepare for ground assault.
Copy that, Lieutenant. Ready to kick ass and take names.
They won't get by us, sir.
Sinclair, this is Commander Cersei. The Rim Collective stands ready.
As does the Lyran Alliance. Long live Prince Victor.
Yeah, we'll see whose side you're on when the shooting starts.
Enough of that, Dominic. Tighten it up, people. Sinclair
Lead the
out.
way.
Here I come.
Okay, objectives are very simple as you can see down the bottom. Protect the Allied base, which is this one, and destroy the enemy base, which is about 1.5 km down this way. As we've learnt from our previous missions, I need to keep our lance mates close. We don't want to be running on ahead. because no doubt we're going to go head first into some heavy opposition, which is not what we want. So we'll keep these guys close.
Targeting.
Here's our first target. It's a Sunder, so straight into the assault mechs. I'll try and send our lance mates on ahead. We've got some high ground here, so we'll try and make use of this. One down.
Cocky little bastard. Yes, sir. Targeting. Consider it done.
That's another Sunder. And a third Sunder.
Good hunting, Sinclair.
So 3 Sunders right off the bat. They're programmed to charge straight ahead, aren't they? And an Avatar. Let's get him down. Which he is. Good. We've got a Centurion and a Puma. These guys are...
Affirmative.
That's a cheeky game.
Targeting.
Want to try and make sure we get the attention of both of them. Come on.
Right away, sir.
So we want them on us rather than on the base. We've already seen in earlier missions that we can lose these missions quick if our objectives are not met. Please stop doing that. Puma down. Centurion. Centurion down. Okay, so objective complete. We destroyed
Waiting for
the
rendezvous
base.
coordinates. Roger that, Lance
Where is
Leader.
our
Transferring now.
NFB? I've taken a little bit of damage. Apona's got more than me. Alan's fine. Dominic's less fine. But we withstood the assault. 3 Sunders right off the bat. An Avatar. Where is our NFBs? Here they are. Okay, there's a whole other little section back here. And then I don't know where those other mechs came from, but that's the game just being a bit cheeky, isn't it? But should we expect any different from Pirates Moon? Of course not. And so we're going to play things at our own pace then. We've got a base to go and destroy. We're not going to charge straight in. We're going to make sure that everybody is
All repairs are done, and we're out of here.
repaired and reloaded. Because the last thing we want to do... let's get
Waiting for
NFB set up
rendezvous
again.
coordinates.
The last thing we want to
Roger
do
that, Lance Leader.
is
Transferring now.
ruin things before we've even
We have
started.
arrived and are ready to deploy.
In need of
So
repairs.
repair Dominic first.
Targeting.
Alan Matilla took very little damage. I wonder what his
Targeting.
Dominic's actually legged. And he almost lost an arm as well. That's lucky that he didn't.
Targeting.
We'll get Epona fixed up as well.
Targeting.
What's your ammunition like? I wish I could see the ammo levels. We might as well just make sure that he is all good to go, because I want those Ultra AC-20s to be
All repairs are done. You're good to go.
in play. Awesome weapons. One of my favourite moments in Mechwarrior 3,
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates.
the main game, is
Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring
staying
now.
well away from those
We have
Ultra
arrived and
AC-20
are ready to
Thors,
deploy.
because it's just such a devastating weapon up
Rendezvous with
close.
refit vehicles.
When you start getting hit by it, it throws your screen everywhere, throws your aim off, and it just fires so fast as well. If you find yourself under fire, it can be a real challenge to get yourself out of. So Pone is good.
Targeting.
Your mech is
Dominic's
fixed.
good.
Going out.
Like I said, we'll just make sure that Alan is repaired and reloaded.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring now.
And then we'll go
Briefing.
deal with
We have arrived and
this
are ready to
enemy
deploy.
base and its defenses. So defenses suggests... Does defenses suggest turrets or just enemy mechs? We'll see. We've seen plenty of turrets in other missions, notably in other base destruction missions. So we should expect more of the same. Of course, there's going to be more enemy mechs too, because that's just what we should be faced with anyway. So, Op Able,
Repairs are done and we're
1.8
heading
kilometers away.
Following your
Let's go,
lead.
people.
Following information.
I'm right behind you.
I find the map really difficult to read. Like I don't know what this blue is that is directly in front of us. And where I should be able to use this to plan ahead, to know what we're up against, and to be able to come up with a bit of a strategy, it's just not happening. Fortunately, Herbie from the Discord has mentioned that he's done some work on bringing the maps up to scratch with what we had in the main Mechwarrior 3 game. So I'm going to have a look at that when we start the pirate campaign. Hopefully that gives us a better experience, because this doesn't do it for me. Hello again, viewers. We ran into our old friend, the crash to desktop, which is a little bit embarrassing, especially given that I have mentioned in the past that this game has generally been pretty trouble-free for me. But you can't win them all, I guess. And what you didn't see was that I actually had another crash whilst I was getting things set back up again. But we're picking up where we left off,
I need backup.
Sure.
with everybody repaired, and we're heading now for the enemy base.
Following your lead.
I actually don't want
Lead the
us to
way.
be moving too far ahead. We've got an avatar that we had an avatar that we were taking out from range, so I'll stick to that whilst we can. We've got missile fire coming from the right as well now.
Meltdown imminent.
What else is out there? This Storm Crow, put him down please.
Affirmative.
Yep.
Targeting.
One little, two little, three
Avatar
little
down.
irons.
Pour it on, people. We've got them on the ropes.
Yeah.
I've halted.
So we'll try and hold up here another Sunder. I think that's the fourth one of this mission. They can do plenty of damage, so I don't want him to be
Meltdown imminent.
running around for too much longer. Good.
Targeting.
There's that Storm Crow.
I've got some problems.
And
Targeting.
that was one of our awesomes just exploding into thin air. Who was that? That was Dominic. He had the large laser and SRM build, so I guess we can say that that build was probably a bit too hot.
Damocles 1 to all units. Enemy mech presence has been eliminated.
Because mechs are
Secure
not
from
supposed to
alert
just
status.
explode on the
Corona
spot
base.
like that.
Don't stray too far. If I were the
Pirate Commander, I'd be moving against your position right now while you're weak.
Everyone else ready for round two?
Join the army. See the galaxy. What the hell was I thinking?
So there we go. Mission 9 wasn't too bad. I think it would have been a bit more challenging if we were rushing on ahead, save for Dominic spontaneously exploding, and save for our crashes, of course.
Two angles nearly worked. It split our forces and made managing the battle more difficult. I'd like to believe the pirates will be more predictable, but I'm not about to underestimate Susie Ryan. She doesn't care how many lives pay from Madre, so long as she gets what she wants. Salvage, supply, and stitches. Then we're at it again. Last time pays for all.
Okay, something I've noticed, this is what caught us out with that Atlas last time, is that it seems that when our Lance Mate is destroyed, the final screen doesn't reflect that. But that's okay. One mission to go. We did salvage a Sunder through that, so I guess we're going to use that Sunder in place of the Awesome that we lost.
The pirates are here. They located a way around Portal and moved up to the rim of the crater while we were limping around after the battle with the Lyrans. What's left of our forces will stand against Susie Ryan's final bid for the treasure of Madre. It will be enough. There's no other choice. From observations, the pirates have several assault mechs and more clan technology omnis to throw at us. We have seen a pair each of Mad Cats and Ryakins, as well as one in an Atlas. I'm certain Susie Ryan has more. There are also ground troops, and they've set up two large cannon of some type, one on the northern crater ledge and another to the east. My gut sense says those are the directions from which they'll come at us. Let them try their best. I'll see the germanium scattered to the winds of Vale before I let the new belt pirates take it.
A last stand. Bring it on. So let's get ourselves set up. Once again, Warhawk's working well. PPC build doing well in the Awesome. And Alan had 4 kills last time out with this build, so let's run with the same again. Our SRM build didn't really do us all too well. A bit too hot, so we're going to have to keep that in mind when we build this Sunder. 90 tons, so actually the heaviest that we're going to be running at the moment, and we'll take some lessons from our other mechs, which is PPCs work well, those ultra autocannons work well. What can we do? We need heavy hitters. We'll stay away from the SRMs this time. We've got plenty of VR PPCs. Got a couple of Gauss rifles. Well, I suppose we're not really going to be using those again, so of course. And what's a LB20 ammo? What can we do here? We've got plenty of weight to work with. If we stick with autocannons and ballistic weapons, we might be able to. Well, we won't have to worry about. Our heat levels then. How silly can we be? That's a bit too silly. You can't go like that. But can we do? Can we do 2 Gauss, 2 PPC? That's a build I've been wanting to run. No. Let's see what we can work out in a minute or two here. We'll be right back. So, this is it. The final lance, the final build. Got that Sunder all set up now. Took a little bit of working just to understand a new mech, figuring out what it can do in terms of space and builds, but we're all set and ready to go. Same as before, PPCs, Ultra AC20s, and the Sunder is something of a blend. 2 LB20X ACs, again devastating up close, and 6 ER medium lasers. The ER mediums have a bit more range compared to the heavy mediums that we have on the second Awesome, so should be something of a balanced spread here. This is it, the last mission. Not sure what to expect. Wish we had a bit more info going in. These briefings are not as detailed as they could be, so we'll play it as it comes. But of course, expecting it to be big. Let's go. Good job, game. And we are back after another crash to desktop. Pirate's Moon is not doing itself any favours today, but that's okay. We've got the final mission ahead of us. As I was saying, let's go.
Reactor online, sensors online, weapons online, all systems nominal.
Damocles 1 to all units. We have movement coming down from the cliffs. This is it.
Copy, Sinclair.
Group
I
fire
count
engaged.
Blake's blood, 9 mechs plus ground forces, and 2 staging camps on the rim, which means they plan on bringing down more.
It will be a slaughter.
That's the fighting spirit,
Targeting.
Dome.
I was referring to our...
Consider it done.
Yep.
Targeting.
Alright, it begins. We've got 9 mechs according to where we had before. We've got a vulture right ahead of us.
Sinclair, I'm taking that.
Over our dead bodies.
Need help. That's the job. Core meltdown imminent. My mech forces will clean you out of the hole, and I've got ringside seat. Meltdown imminent.
Vulture down.
Targeting.
That settles.
Shadowcat.
All I can do is get through this assault to get my shot at you. Your forces are as good as destroyed.
We do have to defend the base as before. I'm a bit disoriented with this map, unfortunately.
Targeting.
So let's make sure that no one is sneaking in behind us and ruining our day.
Core meltdown imminent.
We know that Pirate Moon loves that as its favourite party trick. Watch it down.
Sure.
Affirmative.
Let's get this Storm Crow done. Where's the other one?
Busy, I could use a hand. You're
Behind us.
Consider it done.
I like those autocannons, guys.
Core meltdown imminent.
That's working well. Do we have an MFB? Yes, we do.
Roger that,
Let's get the
Lance Leader.
MFB set up just in
Transferring
case we need it.
Targeting. Targeting.
Everyone is fine. It's really only me that took a little bit of a beating. We're not taking any chances. We'll say that was the first attack, and as we've said before, the game wants us to rush on in. We're not taking that bait.
We have arrived and are ready to deploy.
We still need to defend the Allied base. Not going to lose sight of that objective. 2 bases to destroy. How will it play out from here?
Repairs are done and we're heading out.
Targeting.
I don't like that. Well, not don't like. We know that
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates.
was not the last
Roger
attack
that, Lance Leader.
on the
Transferring
base. It would
now.
be far too easy if it was.
We have arrived
And also, as
are
we
ready
saw
to
last
deploy.
time out, it tells us when our objectives are complete. So,
rendezvous with refit vehicles.
I don't know if this means there's another wave, or if it's just a general objective that will only be complete once the mission's done. But again, with that, I won't be taking chances. Let's get everybody good to go. And where should we head to next? I guess it'll be this one down on the right, which is Op Able.
Repairs are done and we're heading out.
I know it's only a very small amount of damage, but
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates.
we've seen
Roger
how
that,
quickly
Lance Leader. Transferring
things
now.
can go
Rendezvous
wrong.
with
We have
refit
arrived
vehicles.
and are ready to deploy.
Pirate's Moon is going to give us its best, so let's return the favour. As we destroy our own camp. So where do we say we're going to head? Down this way. So this is the crater. And we've got an enemy camp on this rim
Your mech is fixed.
and
Moving out.
down this way as well. I wonder if we can stick to the centre,
Lead the way.
or what
Pulling
that
up
will
the
do.
rear.
Here I come.
We've got a radar range of 1 kilometre. And we know that Pirate's Moon likes to throw us enemies at our flank and behind. So instead of rushing straight for that base, let's just try and scope out what we can. We're not in range of that turret, but we should be able to close in. Let's try and see if we can just get everything on radar, or as much as we can on radar, and then make some decisions. We don't need to be going headfirst with turrets. We've got PPCs, that's what they're for. I can't even tell if we're actually damaging it or not. This is again the annoying thing of the there we go, okay. 900 meters is our
Mech
range.
power up detected.
Thank you. Let's take out this turret. And we'll stick with the plan. I want to try and keep our base on radar because...
Targeting.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Large lasers,
Yes,
or yeah, large
sir.
lasers. Have a bit more range than the PPCs. We've got a Storm Crow, 2 Storm Crows.
Targeting.
1 down. Let's not rush in.
I've halted.
Waiting for next command.
Let's take out the 2nd Storm Crow.
I bring the pain.
Job done.
Following your lead.
On your 6. Mech power up
What
detected.
have we got? Shadow Cats.
Targeting. Targeting.
So the Storm Crow's done, and this is the next wave. Shadow Cat primes with their Gauss rifles.
Targeting.
Mayday, mayday.
Alright, put them down.
Yes, sir.
Consider it done.
Targeting. Countdown imminent. Targeting. Targeting. Countdown imminent.
2 Shadow Cats down. We want to play it slow, be methodical. Because I don't trust you, game. How's everybody looking?
Targeting.
Good.
Targeting.
Yeah, good enough. Where's Epona? Where is she? Oh, there she is.
Targeting.
She's good. Okay. So range is working for us. PPCs are doing a beautiful job. I don't want to stray too far from our camp. I want to try and lure them out because we know there's going to be more down there. Where's the other camp? All the way the other side of the map. Okay, moving on. Is there more down here? We're close, so there's either going to be somebody just on the other side of this ridge or just some buildings. But see, look at that. That's That's suspicious positioning. Right over a ridge here. We're going to walk straight into... nothing. Oh. Okay. Maybe I am now giving the game more credit. Given how it treated us earlier, I think that it's probably justified for me to think this way. I'd rather err on the side of caution. Bit of help, please.
Yes, sir.
If you say so.
Okay.
Wrong choice, Sinclair.
That's all right, Susie. I get another shot.
Why not let me get my people out of that last camp? And I'll return the bulk of the germanium we've stolen. The value must be several million sage tools. After all, you can't even be certain I'm in the other
Lead the way.
camp.
I'll
Pulling up the
risk
rear.
it.
Here I come.
Alright, let's head back to our base, because we know what to expect, which is another attack. And I don't want to be caught hanging out here on the sidelines. The other base is down this way, so I still want to make sure I'm between that base and ours. This is not border, is it? No, it's not. Okay. Okay, so our base is still safe. We can head towards the final objective. And hopefully wrap things up.
Waiting for rendezvous coordinates. Roger that, Lance Leader. Transferring
Send the
now.
MFBs down there just in case, because how are we
Targeting.
doing?
Targeting.
3 of us are okay. 1 is reasonable. So I'll send the MFBs down just in case. I suppose being the last mission in the campaign, it doesn't really matter if they're in harm's way or not. And can we walk on this? I'm going to presume that we can. Good. We were caught out earlier by some terrain that wasn't as stable as it looked. Let's not make that same mistake again. Is everybody with me? Dominic is stuck, it seems. Okay, we've got another base. Turrets. Put them down before they can do us any harm. How about we actually stay on target this time? Two turrets down. We're going to take the same approach. We've got a vulture.
Steady, people. Hold the line.
If you say so.
Yes, sir.
Consider it done.
Targeting.
Here's our MFBs, they can just hold here for us. Okay, we are doing damage to the vulture, good.
Core meltdown imminent.
Vulture down, that's another vulture, so we've got 2
Got some
vultures.
problems.
Targeting.
You're the boss.
Put them down, please.
Consider it done.
Consider it done.
Use some help about now. Hate it.
Thank you. Okay.
Mech power detected.
Mad Cat. 2 Mad Cats and an Atlas.
If you say so.
Right away, sir.
Alright, let's put this Mad Cat down. Mad Cat down, another Mad Cat.
If you say so.
So we've got 2 Mad Cats
If you say so.
and an Atlas. Mad Cat down, and the Atlas.
If you say so.
Yes.
Consider it done.
Oh, those autocannons are doing a beautiful job. That's not down on the Atlas. Let's keep the pressure on.
Core meltdown imminent. Targeting.
Job done. Relief. I think that's us. Objective complete. Protect the allied base. That's job done. This is a beautiful sight. Mechwarrior 3 always did a fantastic job of the carnage. So I'm happy. Pirate base.
Affirmative.
This is the end.
Right away, sir.
Let's do
Consider
it.
it done.
Linked fire engaged. Linked fire engaged.
So, I am assuming this is the end. Mercenary campaign, Mechwarrior 3, Pirates Moon. There we go.
All units, this is Lieutenant Sinclair. Madre is secure. I repeat, the Madre crater is secure.
Roger, Lieutenant. A superior job, Damocles Commando. Corona Base has monitored 2 dropship takeoffs. They seem to be in full retreat this time. Is Pirate Mistress Susie Ryan dead?
Dead or defeated, she's gone, and we can all breathe a little easier for now.
Commander's Journal. Lieutenant Connor Sinclair reporting. Vale is still a barren, blasted rock at the periphery of settled space, but for now, it's free of the New Belt pirates. The surviving pirate forces have run, and after their considerable losses here, I doubt the Vale Mining Coalition will be threatened for some time, at least from without. Officials from the Federated Suns and the Lyran Alliance have already jointly announced that Vale was defended from a substantial belt pirate attack by Federated Commonwealth troops, consisting of units from both House Steiner and House Davion. That's what happened here, nothing else. That's all it will say in the history books. The truth be damned. We deserve better. Everyone who worked to stop the invasion and lived, and everyone we left behind. For now, though, I'm still a soldier, and I follow orders. Which means that when another threat crawls out from hiding, it will find the Damocles Commando ready, and holding high the sword of the Federated Suns.
So there we have it. The Mercenary campaign complete. Plenty of ups and downs. I really enjoyed the mech combat. I feel as if Pirates Moon is a step up from Mechwarrior 3 in terms of the enemy AI, at least in terms of aggression and accuracy. But of course there was some speed bumps along the way, which we saw as we went. It's still clearly an expansion pack, which means it's going to be lacking some of the polish that you would expect from a full title. But hey, I'll take it. It's Mechwarrior 3, it's Battletech, I love it, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching.